Hey guys, it's Patty Roosh, your Realtor Disney mom, and I wanted to show you the stuff that I just brought home with me from the parks on my recent Disney trip. My husband and I went on a couples trip last weekend, and hold on a second, just wanted to shout out my mother-in-law for having our kids for 4 days. That was incredible. And I got a couple things on that trip, so I wanted to show you guys what's there and what I would recommend buying and where to find it. So we're gonna start with Hollywood Studios. I only bought one thing at Hollywood Studios. However, it is super cool and, might I say, incredible. So this is from the Tower of Terror. And as you can tell, I love my mini ears. I have a few now. It's become an addiction for sure. And I love getting these because they're the official Loungefly Disney mini ears. You can get them in the parks or at some of the resorts. But this one was at the Tower of Terror ride, which I rode by myself because I love it. And it has a picture of the hotel on the back. It says service elevator right in the middle, and it has the dial from the basement up to the 12th floor. If you haven't ridden this ride, it's literally a big tower, and they talk about the Twilight Zone, and they bring you up to the top and then drop you at random, and the windows open, so you're looking out over the whole park as you free fall. It is really fun, so I'm excited to have gotten these ears. The next incredible gifts that I'm going to show, or souvenirs rather, are from Animal Kingdom. So I got this Animal Kingdom water bottle and I love it. This was from the gift shop in the Africa section of the park, and it's got cheetah print, giraffe, it's got snake skin on there and zebra. It totally reminds me of the safari, which we love. And, you know, if I'm going to get something there, I want it to be representative of the parks or the resort or the ride, as I showed, rather than just generic characters, because you can get that stuff at any store. So I love that this says Animal Kingdom on it. And I love all the patterns, as I mentioned. Next from Animal Kingdom, as I mentioned, not getting generic characters, we have a safari mini that we brought back for my daughter. We did want to bring them something special. They've been on the safari twice already, and I know we will ride it again. So I hope she gets really excited when she sees this, and I'll show you what we got for my son as well. The last thing at Animal Kingdom is a fridge magnet. So I collect fridge magnets from everywhere I go, even if it's a museum, Yankee Stadium, when I go to Florida, like anywhere I've gone, I have a magnet since I've been collecting them. So we have a generic Disney World, we have a Port Orleans French Quarter, and we have a Disney Cruise magnet. So now, after our third visit, we have an Animal Kingdom magnet, and it's got Mickey, Pluto, Goofy, and Donald on it. So I love this. It will be on our fridge right on the front so everyone can see it. And yeah, this was also from the Africa section. So next I will show you what we got at Epcot. So this was from the Germany pavilion, and this is what we got for my son for his souvenir. So my husband and I had lunch at Beer Garden. I will do a separate review on that as well. We did like it. It was, spoiler alert, it was good. And this is the little Mickey doll that we got for him, the little German Mickey doll. Not to be redundant, but we wanted to bring things home that weren't generic, and we thought he was super cute. He was calling out our name like, "Buy me, please. Can I go home with you?" We were like, "Yes, you can. Okay, hop in the suitcase. Take my money." Super cute. I'm excited that we got him. Next from Epcot is our Flower and Garden merch. So from March 5th, which is when we arrived, through June 1st, 2026, is the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. We did attend last year in May, and this year in beginning of March. So we will do a separate video to talk about that. But the merch is like a whole thing. So you can only get Flower and Garden merch at Flower and Garden. There's other things that you can buy on the Disney website, but certain things like from Disney Cruise Line or from certain festivals, you have to be there at the time. There's even a 2 item per person limit because people would buy these and sell them online. So this is the mini ears that I got for the festival. It's got the characters on the front, and it says Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival on the back. It's a really cute material. I love the fleece bow on the ears as well as the flower. And it's just so bright and happy. This, you know, I'm gonna like put this somewhere next year, midwinter, as things are starting to like spiral downhill, like the vibe. We will have these happy, fun ears to look at and reflect on. The same thing goes for the Spirit jersey. Hopefully it'll brighten me up on some darker days. This is the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival 2026 Spirit jersey. So that was the back, and this is the front. It's got the little orange character on it. I love the color. It's like a sorbet, and this is a large. It is certainly big enough. I would say size down if you're gonna be buying these. I just started collecting these last month. I got a Disney Dream Spirit jersey and a Lighthouse Point Spirit jersey. And these are something that I used to walk by in the park and be like, no, 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 not for me, you know, thinking they were too expensive or just that they were unnecessary. But now that I started collecting them, I think they are a great quality. It's not just like a t-shirt, so I totally think it justifies the price. They're not a sweatshirt, but not a t-shirt. They're like a really thick cotton shirt, very comfortable, and they're perfect for this time of year, like spring. We're not out of winter, but we can't wear a t-shirt yet. So totally recommend the Spirit jerseys. And the last two things that I got at the Flower and Garden Festival were another fridge magnet. And this one has a picture of a photo of us, which we did end up getting Memory Maker. So we can use one of the photos that they took of my husband and I and put in this frame to put on the fridge because it's magnetic, and a Christmas ornament. So far we have a Port Orleans French Quarter, a generic Disney World, and a Disney Dream, and a Lighthouse Point, I think, I don't remember, Christmas ornament, I'm pretty sure. So now we can add Flower and Garden Festival because we went to the Flower and Garden Festival. It was fun. I'm gonna do a whole review on that. And I love seeing these on my Christmas tree come winter when we are not at Disney World. And we get the Disney blues. Okay, we're on to our final bag here, and this is from the Magic Kingdom. You know, these were things that I don't think were the most exciting or different things that I bought on the trip, but they are kind of, how do you say it? They're really nostalgic and also like an everyday item that we can use more. So let me show you what they are. This Walt Disney World mug. It has all these characters on it. I love it. We've got Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Cinderella, Tiana. There's Snow White, Belle, Mulan, Pocahontas. It's got everybody. I even think there's some Haunted Mansion characters on here. Anyone wants to let me know in the comments. Are these guys here? They look like little translucent ghosts. Are those from the Haunted Mansion? I'm not sure, but I think they are. So I got this while I was there. I'm excited to use it every day. We do have 2 Disney mugs now that are Disney 100 mugs that my mom, shout out to her as well, got for us in Florida. And so we use those frequently, but I'm excited to have one from Disney World. And I love this blue color. It's the perfect shade of blue. Speaking of blue, I did get a Spirit jersey, and this is my last item to show. I did get a Spirit jersey at the Magic Kingdom in the main shop there on Main Street. This is the back. I love gold and I love Tinkerbell. I think it's so magical. It reminds me of pixie dusting and the very end of Happily Ever After fireworks when Tinkerbell flies across the sky, and it's a tear-jerking moment. And I love the back. This is also a size large. It's very roomy, and it has the Disney logo on the front and the established 1971. So I totally recommend, if you do go, certainly maybe don't buy the first thing you see. You can always circle back after you've seen what's around the parks. I know some people think that things are gonna sell out, which is true, it's always a risk, but I wouldn't panic and start buying things the minute you get there. Look around and then see what you want to buy. We were able to be a lot more thoughtful this trip because our kids were not with us. So picking out certain items was more of a thoughtful process without just kind of randomly grabbing things. I really thought a lot about what I wanted from each place and took the time to kind of think it through. So ultimately, I'm really happy so thank you for listening as I showed you all this stuff. I'd say if I had to give a favorite item, it's hard because I really like the Flower and Garden merch, but I'm gonna give a tie to the Mickey and Minnie dolls because I love the Safari, and the Germany doll is just really cute. So I'm gonna give my vote to those two. So everyone, I hope you have a good day. Let me know in the comment section what you like the most or what you always look forward to buying when you go to Disney World. And I hope everyone has a good day. See you next time. And let me say too, have to plug my next video. We are going to unpack that Disney cruise when I get my husband to sit down with me and for us to have the time to film. We are going to unpack the Disney cruise, and then there's going to be several more videos to come, including a full review of the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival.